To me, it's relationships. I mean, I believe in establishing relationships. The two people to my left here, these two congressmen, they were the first two that actually said, you know what, this Ojeda guy is actually saying things that people need to start thinking about, me even listening to. These relationships that I'm excited about establishing with these two gentlemen to my left is very important because West Virginia has opportunities. We have a phenomenal workforce out there. We just need a few people to be able to give us a chance. You know, Congressman Ojeda, he is from an area that enjoys prosperity. The East and West Coast does enjoy prosperity because of the technology that they have embraced. Well, you know what? We need to work together to figure out how we can bridge that gap with Appalachia and Middle America. We have people that are graduating from this institution right here, Marshall University, and the first thing they have to do is find out which state to relocate to in order to be successful in their jobs. Bluefield State is another location that teaches technology, and those people have to leave. We call it the brain drain. You know, I want to work with people to try to bring opportunities to this area so that, you know, they can come here and be made aware that we have a very low cost of living. You know, it costs $800,000 to live in a home in places in California. But here for $150,000, you can have a nice home and a decent piece of property. You know, we have a phenomenal workforce. We create the best welders in the world right here in southern West Virginia. We have people that are absolutely some of the hardest working people on the face of the earth. And if somebody's willing to come here and set up shop, we will meet the challenge. Congressman Tim Ryan, you know, he understands about military contracting. You know, we know that Level 1 Fasteners is right here in Huntington. Level 1 Fasteners used to be in California. When the riots took place in the early 90s, they relocated their companies to West Virginia. And they did so because they explained to those people, guys, we have a low cost of living. We have a phenomenal workforce. And they brought their workforce here. Now, we have to be able to expand on that. You know, when you talk to the mayor of Huntington, Mayor Williams here, you know, he'll tell you that broadband is a serious situation that we must deal with. We will never convince a Fortune 500 company to come to West Virginia if they have to go back in time. You know, and Huntington here does enjoy a little bit better than other parts of the state. We know that. If you go to where I'm from in Logan County, West Virginia, and you drive 1 mile from my house and get in a car crash, you're going to bleed to death because you're never going to get 911 because we don't have cell phone coverage. But it's working with each other. It's working with, you know, the mayor and his vision that he has. You know, let me tell you something. This area right here, Huntington, West Virginia, is what right looks like. Believe it or not, you know, it wasn't very long ago. Huntington, West Virginia was looked at in a very negative light. And the hard work that's being done in a short period of time have really turned things around. 41% decrease in opioid overdoses right here in Huntington. And it's because they have a phenomenal team that is working together to turn things around. Huntington is what right looks like. And when we win in Huntington, you can take the same model here and you can apply it to small towns all across the United States of America that have been forgotten, that have fallen from grace, and can get those turned back around. So to me, it's about working. It's about relationships. It's about developing relationships and using those relationships to try to help us in our area. Because let me tell you something. I don't want to sit and say that you owe us. I'm not going to look at Congressman Tim Ryan and Congressman Ojeda and say, you owe West Virginia. I want them to understand that this nation did. This nation was built by the coal that come from the steel, or that come from our mountains. We have some amazing people. We just need people to come in here and say, hey, here you are. You know, when I'm talking about, you know, these congressmen here, you know, about the great things that we have, it's so that they can leave and let other people know that are looking to go someplace and set up shop. You know, hey, why don't you look at West Virginia as an opportunity? You know, because like I say, if you come to our area here, we'll meet the challenge. You know, if you want to come here and you need a workforce, we'll step up to the plate.